Welcome to our channel. We're so glad you're here with us today. Today, we're discussing an important topic for those living with epilepsy: the top 10 foods you should avoid to help manage your condition. Epilepsy is a neurological disorder that affects millions of people worldwide, and managing it effectively is crucial for a better quality of life. Living with epilepsy presents unique challenges, and while medication plays a crucial role in managing seizures, did you know that diet can also have a significant impact? Yes, what you eat can influence your seizure threshold and overall health. It's true. Certain foods can actually trigger seizures in some individuals. This means that being aware of what you consume can make a big difference in your daily life. Don't worry, I'm not here to tell you to eat bland, boring food. In fact, there are plenty of delicious and nutritious options available that can help you manage your condition without sacrificing taste. Instead, we're going to explore 10 common foods that could potentially increase your risk of seizures. By avoiding these foods, you can take control of your diet and reduce the likelihood of seizure episodes. By being mindful of these dietary choices, you can take proactive steps in managing your epilepsy and improving your overall well-being. Let's get started. Remember, small changes in your diet can lead to significant improvements in your health. So stay tuned as we dive into these important dietary tips. Let's talk about everyone's favorite pick-me-up, caffeine. It's the go-to solution for millions of people around the world to kickstart their day or to get through that mid-afternoon slump. But have you ever wondered what it really does to your body and mind? While that morning cup of coffee or afternoon tea might seem harmless, there's more to the story. Caffeine is a powerful stimulant that affects your central nervous system. It can increase brain activity, making you feel more alert and focused. This is why so many people rely on it to get through their busy days. However, for some individuals, especially those with epilepsy, this increased brain activity can be a double-edged sword. It can make the brain more susceptible to seizures, which is a serious concern. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But Dr. Mike, I need my coffee to function. Trust me, I understand the sentiment. The ritual of brewing and drinking coffee is comforting and energizing, and I get it. But your health is paramount. It's important to weigh the benefits against the potential risks, especially if you have underlying health conditions. Consider this. How about exploring alternative ways to boost your energy levels? There are plenty of natural methods that can help you feel more awake and alert without the potential downsides of caffeine. Try going for a brisk walk, which can get your blood flowing and increase your energy levels naturally. Practicing some deep breathing exercises can also help. Deep breathing increases oxygen flow to your brain, helping you feel more awake and focused, or simply ensuring you're getting enough sleep. Quality sleep is crucial for maintaining your energy levels and overall health. Small changes can make a big difference. By making mindful choices, you can find a balance that works for you and supports your well-being. Now let's address another common trigger: alcohol. I know, this one's never fun to hear. But it's crucial for your health. Alcohol can interfere with the effectiveness of your epilepsy medications. Not only that, but excessive alcohol consumption can actually lower your seizure threshold, making you more susceptible to seizures. And it's not just about binge drinking. Even moderate alcohol intake can have an impact. If you do choose to drink alcohol, moderation is key. Always consult with your doctor or a neurologist to understand how alcohol might affect your specific condition and what levels, if any, are safe for you. Let's be honest, we live in a world obsessed with convenience, and processed foods are often the go-to option. But here's the thing. Processed foods are often loaded with artificial ingredients, preservatives, and additives that can wreak havoc on our bodies. For those with epilepsy, these processed nasties can potentially increase seizure frequency. Now, I'm not saying you need to completely eliminate all processed foods from your diet overnight. Start by making gradual changes. Swap out that bag of chips for a piece of fruit or opt for a homemade meal instead of a frozen dinner. Your brain will thank you. We all love a little sweetness in our lives, but when it comes to artificial sweeteners, it's best to proceed with caution, especially if you have epilepsy. Some artificial sweeteners like aspartame have been linked to seizures in some individuals. Now, I understand that giving up diet soda or that sugar-free dessert can be tough. But trust me, there are plenty of natural sweeteners out there that can satisfy your sweet tooth without putting your health at risk. Think honey, maple syrup, or even stevia. Just be sure to consume them in moderation as with anything else. Let's talk about sugar, the sweet culprit that can send our blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride. When you consume high sugar foods, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, followed by an equally rapid crash. These drastic fluctuations in blood sugar can actually trigger seizures in some people with epilepsy. The good news is, you don't have to say goodbye to sweetness altogether. Focus on incorporating more low-glycemic foods into your diet. These are foods that are digested more slowly, preventing those dramatic blood sugar spikes. Monosodium glutamate, or MSG, is a common flavor enhancer found in many processed foods and restaurant dishes, especially Chinese cuisine. While it adds a savory punch to our meals, MSG has been reported to trigger seizures in some individuals with epilepsy. Now, MSG's effects can vary from person to person, but it's essential to be aware of its potential impact. When dining out, be sure to ask your server about MSG content in dishes, and always read food labels carefully. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to managing your epilepsy. Gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, has become a hot topic in recent years. While gluten sensitivity and celiac disease are real and serious conditions, there's also growing evidence suggesting that gluten might play a role in triggering seizures in some people with epilepsy. Now, it's important to note that this is still an area of ongoing research, and not everyone with epilepsy will experience gluten sensitivity. However, if you suspect that gluten might be a trigger for you, it's worth discussing with your doctor. They can help determine if a gluten-free diet might be beneficial for managing your epilepsy. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt are staples in many diets. However, for some people with epilepsy, dairy can be a trigger for seizures. This is because dairy contains certain proteins that can affect brain chemistry and potentially increase seizure susceptibility. Now, it's important to remember that not everyone with epilepsy will be sensitive to dairy. If you suspect dairy might be a trigger for you, try keeping a food diary to track your symptoms and see if there's a correlation. And as always, consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian to discuss your dietary needs and create a personalized plan that works best for you. Soy products like soy milk, tofu, and edamame are often touted for their health benefits. However, for individuals with epilepsy, soy consumption requires careful consideration. Soy contains phytoestrogens, which are plant compounds that can mimic the effects of estrogen in the body. While the exact link between soy and epilepsy is still being investigated, some studies suggest that these phytoestrogens might influence hormone levels and potentially trigger seizures in some individuals. As always, moderation is key, and it's best to discuss your soy intake with your healthcare provider. Let's talk about carbohydrates, or carbs, as they're commonly known. Carbohydrates are a major source of energy for our bodies, and they come in many forms. From the bread we eat in the morning to the pasta we have for dinner, carbs are a staple in many diets around the world. Not all carbs are created equal. There are two main types: complex carbohydrates and refined carbohydrates. Complex carbs are found in whole grains, vegetables, and legumes, while refined carbs are found in foods like white bread and sugary cereals. Refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and sugary cereals have been stripped of their nutrients and fiber. This process makes them less beneficial for our health. When these foods are processed, they lose essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and fiber. This means that while they might taste good, they don't provide the same health benefits as their whole grain counterparts. These refined carbs are quickly digested, leading to rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. This can leave you feeling tired and hungry shortly after eating. And as we discussed earlier, these blood sugar fluctuations can be a trigger for seizures in some people with epilepsy. It's important to manage your diet carefully if you have this condition. The good news is, you don't have to give up carbs entirely. By choosing the right types of carbohydrates, you can still enjoy your favorite foods without the negative side effects. Instead, focus on incorporating more complex carbohydrates into your diet. These include foods like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole grain bread. These are carbs that are rich in fiber and nutrients and are digested more slowly, providing sustained energy and helping to stabilize blood sugar levels. By making these healthier choices, you can improve your overall well-being and maintain better control over your blood sugar levels. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more health tips and information. Stay healthy and take care. Remember, managing epilepsy is a journey, and it often involves a combination of medication, lifestyle modifications, and dietary adjustments. By being mindful of the foods you consume and making informed choices, you can take proactive steps in managing your condition and improving your overall well-being. And as always, consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian to create a personalized plan that meets your individual needs. Take care and stay healthy.